A five-person family, 3 children have been born to Prince William and Princess Kate, who have enjoyed many cherished moments with them throughout the years. 5 months after being engaged, the pair got married at Westminster Abbey in London in April 2011. The royals made their plans to start a family public the following year. The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales, the Duchess of Cornwall, and Prince Harry and members of both families are delighted with the news, Kensington Palace said in a statement at the time. Her Royal Highness is expected to stay in hospital for several days and will need a period of rest after, the statement reads. The pregnancy is in its very early stages. The Duchess of Cambridge was experiencing hyperemesis gravidarum, a disease marked by severe morning sickness at the time. Kate suffered the same symptoms after welcoming Prince George in July 2013 while carrying Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis in 2015 and 2018, respectively. She and the Duke of Cambridge plan to welcome a 4th child by February 2021, a source exclusively revealed to Us Weekly at the time. According to The Insider, Kate's desires to have a 4th child have inspired him, and at the end of the day, he loves and appreciates the secure family setting he never had growing up, US was told. Why not increase its size? He is on board and enthusiastic about the future after giving it some thought. The royal couple enjoys watching their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, grow and develop. A different source told us in December 2020, adding, they have grown up so much and are little people now rather than kids. The Insider discussed Charlotte and Louis' well-behaved characteristics at the time, highlighting their cheeky streak. The source continued, Louis has a personality that is more like Charlotte than George. The kid yoga instructor, who also loved gymnastics, was teaching her younger brother how to do the tree pose. George, on the other hand, was obsessed with helicopters, planes, and marine biology and wanted to take up diving. George would later become king. See William and Kate's loveliest photos of George, Charlotte, and Louis throughout the years as you scroll down to see everything from charming holiday cards to red carpet premieres. While their grandfather Charles was participating in his first Trooping the Color ceremony, George, Charlotte, and Louis couldn't stop making silly expressions. The prince and princess were present on May 6 for the coronation of his father, Charles. George, one of the formal pages of honor, handled the king's magnificent robe during the ritual as Charlotte and Louis remained by their sides. During the royals' Easter service, William and Kate dressed all 3 children in blue coordination. Louis attended the customary Sandringham Church service for the first time on Christmas Day when William and Kate brought all 3 kids. In a film for the Forward Trust, Princess Kate could be seen speaking about the significance of Addiction Awareness Week while seated in front of numerous images of her family. In one, she and William were seen exchanging wide smiles while visiting Pakistan in 2019. A second framed photo displayed George and Charlotte on their first day of school in 2019, and a third showed the royal family's 2020 Christmas card, which had the 5 members smiling and posing in front of stunning fall foliage. Princess Charlotte was shown with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge during a visit to Sportsaid House at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England in 2022. Prior to England's women's soccer team's championship match in the UEFA Women's Euro final, William and Charlotte sent a message of encouragement and support to them. During the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, the family gathered on the balcony of Buckingham Palace to observe the Royal Air Force flypast. At their family's yearly Easter service, William, Kate, George, and Charlotte all wore identical blue attire. Philip's memorial service was attended by George and Charlotte together with their parents. William and Kate brought their oldest son to the England versus Wales Six Nations game at Twickenham Stadium. The 5-person family posed for a sweet picture for their holiday card. The eldest son of William and Kate was beaming while they watched the Euro 2020 championship game. In a video posted on Instagram to mark their wedding anniversary in April 2021, William and Kate gave fans a rare insight into their personal lives. They captioned the photo, which featured them enjoying the beach, playing outside, and roasting marshmallows with the kids. We are incredibly grateful for the 10 years of support we have received in our lives as a family. At a pantomime performance of the National Lottery's Pantaland at the Palladium in December 2020, George, Charlotte, and Louis made their red carpet debuts while walking hand in hand with their parents. The family posed outdoors for their 2020 holiday card, and Louis was the star of the show. The Kensington Palace released fresh images of William and his children cuddling in the grass on his birthday. In honor of the future king's 38th birthday on June 21, Duchess Kate took a sweet snapshot of William and their 3 children in the grounds of the family's country residence, Amer Hall. In April 2020, the family of 5 applauded frontline personnel. On Christmas morning, the royals took their 2 eldest kids to church. In July 2019, the Duchess carried her child while watching her husband play in a charity polo tournament. As her kid explored the Chelsea Flower Show garden she created in May 2019, Kate knelt down next to him. George was shown how to start a fire by William. At the Chapel Royal in St. James's Palace, Duchess Kate and Prince William celebrated the christening of Prince Louis. They then shared the sweet family photos with the world. Photographer Matt Holyoke captured them. Following the April 23 birth of their 3rd child, a baby boy, William and Kate left the house shortly after. The Duchess was holding their infant as they posed in front of the Lindo wing at St. Mary's Hospital in London. Chris Jackson captured the charming Christmas card featuring William, Kate, George, and Charlotte wearing matching navy and baby blue outfits at Kensington Palace. As the 4 members of the family landed at Berlin-Tegel Airport in Germany for an official visit, they held hands. While London's annual Trooping the Colour procession was taking place, the royals displayed their pearly whites from the balcony of Buckingham Palace. William held George's hand and Kate carried Charlotte as they traveled to a church service at Bucklebury, Berkshire, on Christmas Day. During the royals' tour of Canada, George looked gorgeous in a blue sweater and maroon shorts for a kids' gathering for military families. In the distance, Charlotte was occupied with a collection of balloons. The couple, who got married in April 2011, helped their kids descend an airplane staircase as it landed at Victoria Airport in Canada. Prince Harry, Queen Elizabeth II, and Prince Philip joined Kate, Charlotte, George, and William on the balcony of the palace to watch the Trooping the Colour parade. The family was dressed warmly and was sporting comparable snow caps with pom-poms while skiing in the French Alps. In their backyard, William, Kate, George, and Charlotte posed for their first Christmas card together. After his sister's christening at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, England, George peered into her chariot. During the taking of Charlotte's first official photographs, George assisted in her introduction to the world with a nice kiss. After Kate gave birth to Charlotte, George and William waved to photographers in front of St. Mary's Hospital in London. George saw a butterfly exhibit at the Natural History Museum in London with Kate and William. During a trip to Sydney, Australia's Taronga Zoo, the prince made an effort to make his small son smile. At Government House in Wellington, New Zealand, where they were on William and Kate's first official overseas trip with their son, George took a nap on his mother's shoulder. The new parents posed for a picture in the yard of the Middleton family home in Bucklebury, Berkshire, with baby George, their Cocker Spaniel Lupo, and Kate's family's retriever Tilly. The world first met Kate and William's firstborn outside London's St. Mary's Hospital.